Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3, where last time we were trying to explore various different paths that I can take, and there are a lot of different offshoots. Right now we are into the Cathedral of the Deep. We stopped way in this corner. Over here, there's some sludge on the floor, which is preventing me from moving quickly. I'm hoping that I don't necessarily have to fight anything. While in the slow-moving sludge, I was worried that it was also going to be poisonous. I'm assuming I've already actually passed by this entrance. And I'm more or less just opening up this shortcut. Never mind. I have not passed by this shortcut. A Saint by Dent. Not to be confused with a Saint by Day. Bidet. A Saint Bidet. That would be completely different. Let's take a look at this. It looks cool. I can't use it though, but that's fine. A silver bidet, or bident. Decorated by a holy symbol, formerly wielded by Saint Klimt. He discarded this weapon that draws upon one's faith on the day that he put his own faith behind him, as it has become useless to him. Is this meant to be like a sorrowful? Oh my gosh, I'm just falling apart here today. Is this meant to be a sorrowful figure? Or is this meant to be... Oh, God. Why? Like, it's giving more, facepalm vibes. Just, oh, jeez. He's still talking about the statues. Alright, let's grab this item here and then circle around. Because I don't think I want to get into a fight with a big... Ooh, maiden. Hood, robe, skirt, and... Well, while we're walking... I'm sure this is not dangerous at all. White hood worn by traveling maidens. It is soft and well made, but ill-suited for use in battle. I would expect as much. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. Alright, now I can cross through the center area. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? So you do have a front, technically. Can I? Is this doing damage at all? Possibly. But there's also more slimes coming towards us, so we probably will want to deal with them first. Also, if I remember correctly, there are secrets that these big guys can reveal by punching walls. And I don't remember if you can actually move around up there. Ah. Okay, this time he decided to open with an attack. And a dodge. Oh, never mind. Hold on. Okay, you're not moving. Good. I need to aim a little bit higher if I want these attacks to be meaningful. Oh, thank you for not doing anything that time. Okay, we can maybe get a couple shots. Nope. Again, it's kind of strange that his face, which is almost completely armored, takes as much damage as it does compared to his unarmored body. Or maybe I'm... Oh, hello. Interesting. Do you guys repopulate? Or is this the case of, like, it's less about body positioning and more about how straight he's standing up? Where, like, he literally gains more armor the closer he gets to that crouching position. Alright, we're almost there. I feel like Souls games have always kind of... Every Souls game has its own unique giant enemy that I convince myself, should I say, that the best way to deal with them is to very, very slowly pick at them with arrows. Demon's Souls had its dragon across the bridge. Dark Souls has its dragon across the bridge. Dark Souls 2 has its dragon on the tower. At least the Scholar of the First Sin Edition does. And also, like, Demon's Souls has two bridge dragons, now that I think about it. There's the red dragon and the blue dragon. Dark Souls 3 has had its dragon, and now this. Haha. Like, and this is so consistent. Like, that's why I always try to make sure that I have a bow and arrow in every Souls game, and way too many arrows This game actually does limit how many arrows you can take with you, to a stronger extent. Like, you can only carry 99 arrows. But I have never needed more than 99 arrows. I didn't even have a full 99, and I have defeated this fella. Actually, let's go back this way, because that looks like progress. Interesting. Oh my gosh. Like... Haha! Nope. Now you see me. Now he sees me. Oh. No way. Didn't even have a chance to enchant his mace this time. This is the second, or unless there was another switch on that side that I didn't see. Oh. Not going to get me that easily. Let's take a look at what's here first. I feel myself becoming a little paranoid of above, simply because of how many enemies, how many of those little guys just kind of drop down at you. Hello. Okay, I'm not worried about that guy. Alright, I think this is the other side of the church. I don't think this is the... There we go. There's the... Where does this elevator go? Oh, wait, now I know where this is. This is on the rooftop heading towards the church. Oh. A little bit more path. Fantastic. Hello. Ah, that was close. Could this be a contraption? Allows attunement of additional spells. In the cathedral, slumber things most terrible, and as such the deacons require a grand narrative to ensure they do not falter in their duty, a philosophy to ward away the madness beckoned by the grotesqueries at hand. Oof, I like that, grotesqueries. Very nice. Let us switch this to, I kind of want this, but my HP is usually never full. Recovers FP from critical attacks. That could be useful. No, we don't want to go down here, actually. We don't need to return to that section, I think. Because that goes... Yep, I know where that goes. Alright, let us take the elevator back down. I'm somewhat tempted to sit at the bonfire, but also at the same time tempted not to, simply because I've largely cleared out a good chunk of people here. We don't need to worry about clearing them out again. Also, let's go upstairs and pull this switch, see what it does. Ah. Huh. Let's see if there's a switch that I missed on this side. Because I wasn't necessarily looking for one. And then I suppose I might as well... Yeah, let's pull this switch now, because I don't think the switches are going to unleash enemies, or force me down a path, or throw me into a painting. Alright, let us cross the muck. Hold on. I cannot dare this slime to live. Oh my gosh, he jumped. Oh my gosh. He got knocked into the air because of physics. And for his sake, or its sake, conveniently used its down attack on me. Great. Alright, what neat goodies are we gonna find here? Drang shoes. I don't know if I would trust shoes I found in muck. I suppose you could clean them off and all that. Draying hammers. Oh, hello. Oh my, hello. Huh? Okay, you are spookier looking than you actually are. Draying gauntlets. We're separating this one. The maiden's outfit got to be one. Got to be one collectible on the floor, but the draying. We're selling this to you piecemeal, so you have to work for it. Some draying armor. Pale tongue for our tongue-related needs. Dung pie, of course, we're gonna find dung pie in the muck. How are we doing on large titanite shards? We have 2. I don't know if I need one. I think I might need one more large titanite shard. Hello. Excellent. Oh, hello. Are you... Good enough. Pew, pew. Also interesting that, like, they're so bound to their seated positions. An ember! Fantastic! Didn't even see you there, sir. Things are making weird noises. Which, I mean, should be on par. It's on brand for a Souls game. Okay, where does this go? Okay, is this the entrance to the church? The answer, I think, is yes. Yes. I know where this is. It's always a little funny when you enter a new area and an enemy just dies for no particularly good reason, and you get the souls for it. Oh, this is... This is progress, I think. So let us back up. This is across those bridges that I raised. Actually, let's... Out of curiosity. Yeah, that looks like a pit of death. Okay. Enemy ahead, really? What gave that away? Could this be a hollow? Alright, that is clearly a boss up ahead. Beating to a pulp required ahead, then beware of fire. Saint ahead, therefore visions of Saint. Be wary of eliminating one at a time. Alright, let's back it up then. This is progress. Also, is there like a temple employee here, like a cathedral employee here, who just kind of goes around with a stepladder and light, or do the mages just cast fireball to light all the candles? They position all the candles, straighten the candle stand up, and then they're like, fireball! And light it all in one go. And like, beginning mages, like, and wizards, they're not quite as, hey, buddy, pal. How's it going?
Well, you look reasonably sane.
Looks can be deceiving.
I am a knight of Katarina. I've managed to track down this cathedral's store of treasure. It's right over there, across that narrow part. Treasure? Always so close, yet so far. I'm in quite a pickle, indeed.
Those are some aggressive,
Just hold your horses a moment. I know. Treasure is so sorely tempting.
I mean, this guy's probably not that difficult. But, I mean, he probably is also going to shoot you while you go across the bridge. So... Be wary of left. What's going to come at me on the left?
Shame on you, you greedy guts. Thought you could outwit an onion.
It's Patches.
Well, say hello to the nice giant. He adores visitors.
I already killed the giant.
Where's the old giant? It's the giant. How dare you? Have you no shame? Damn, 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 and damn, damn, damn.
Okay, I appreciate the fact that the game even recognizes, like, you killed the giant already. He's gone. This trap? It's meaningless now. Like, that's always nice to see in any video game, where the, your choices and your consequences actually are affected by the things you do in-game. So wait, how did I get back up there? Oh, yeah. Oh, back into the muck. Oh, because in order to get to him again, I would have to deal with the giant again? Patches, also Patches disguised as the Onion Knight. Like, I feel like a lot of this game is just them kind of like paying off to the previous two. And maybe that's why we don't necessarily have a Dark Souls 4. Wait, how did I get there in the first place? Oh wait, let's pull this switch. Yeah, this one went up. I was not expecting to have to use this elevator again. Maybe that's also why he had all the aggressive, was because he was essentially cosplaying as the Onion Knight. Oh. This one's stuck, down. How do you raise it? Who's that over there? Huh. I think that's Patches in the Onion Knight armor. So he crossed and left you behind. Oh, okay. I think it's because there's no treasure at all on this side. He just wanted to trick you, and that's it. I think. Oh my god. Let me see if I can find a way back up to him. Like, I don't think there's going to be any bad guys in our path. Because I've already cleared them out. And luckily, I have not stopped by a bonfire. Or unluckily, because I'm going to have to figure out a way back. And I would like to use these souls. Oh, yeah. That was nothing. I think I'm now just kind of backing up to nothing. Oh, hello. How come there are living enemies inside this area? How have I not noticed you before? Okay, that is where I came from. Oh yeah, I probably noticed it, and once again, it's part of the, like, there's just so many paths, you can't explore every one, and then you go too deep down one path. Oh no, I've already been through this path. This was the entrance. I've clearly been through this path because the door is open. So then when did I sit at a bonfire again? All right, let's, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to return to the Firelink Shrine, use my souls, that way I don't lose them, and then cut to the boss room fog door. I don't know why I pronounced it as fog door. Sometimes words, despite the language being my first and only one, they do not come so easy. They sometimes come slightly medium. Alright, not necessarily a perfect run back, but I still have 7 Estus flasks. Let's give this a go. Oh, hello. There are a lot of you. I'm guessing only the one highlighted in red matters. Ah, there we go. Oh, we have switched bodies, apparently. We have the power. Oh, you've got a sword. You're not very good with it. Oh, no. Ah. Oh my. Hello. See, he's got the big staff. That's how you know he's the boss. Ah, damn it. I feel like this makes it a little bit easy if you could just walk around the big pillar. Like, you can just escape the fight, heal up. Oh, hello. That goes through walls. Good to know. This is getting a little crowded. Okay, now's the chance. Nope, that's fine. That's still good. And then circle around. That was unfortunate. Nope. Still, this is okay. Is this like an infinite amount of them? Yeah, I think they're using miracles to heal him. Which is unfortunate. Ah. Whew. A small doll. After Aldrich left for the Boreal Valley, Archdemon Royce remained in the cathedral with the High Priest to keep eternal watch over their master's coffin. A small doll, a small silverwork doll depicting a young squire. in the legendary old city of Irithyll, situated in the Boreal Valley. The Pontiff Sylvan gave this doll to valued subjects so that they might use it to cross the barrier when they return home. Listen carefully, and you can hear it say, "Wherever you go, the moon still sets in Irithyll. Wherever you may be, Irithyll is your home." It says that in that aggressive of a manner. Is this a dead end? I think it might be. So then the next ways forward are going to be the painting or the Farron Keep, the skeleton section. Which I'm still not sure what's going on with the skeleton section. Well, let's go back to Firelink. See if that happens to be one of the Lords of Cinder. Who are you?
Oh, we spoke before on the Road of Sacrifices. Anri of Astora. I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but...
Oh yeah, now I remember them.
The coffin was empty. The man-eater must have left for his true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me Aldrich is said to hail from Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our destination.
Now I remember. I met these two in the undead settlement. Towards the end there. He doesn't, he doesn't talk. He does. Saint Aldrich of the Deep. But we didn't fight him. We're trying to get to him. And he has returned to Irithyll, as is his home. What can I turn the... I went to the same throne again. I went to the same throne twice. Sir, what can I turn this Deacon's soul into?
Aha, so.
I could always increase the size of my load. Soul of a stray demon. Or spew a boulder from one's mouth. I'm gonna go with Havel's Ring, actually. Fire darkens soul sediment. Or a candlestick. And then we can swap out the ring, the Bloodbite ring, for Havel's Ring. How much do I need to level up? I could use one more of... those. There we go. Now we're good.
Welcome us. Very well then taken.
Alright, let us increase... I think I only need one to strength for a reason. I don't remember what the reason was.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the...
I think there was a great sword I liked. The Astora great sword? 132 plus 6 versus 150 plus 56 plus 150, or versus 150 plus 87. But this has better stability. 132 plus 56 is 188 versus 237, but that's also not upgraded. So let's see about upgrading the Astora Greatsword.
Just wasn't he?
Can I even upgrade it? No, because I have no souls. Alright, let's use this one. Give ourselves some souls so that we could spend on upgrading the Greatsword.
Just wasn't he?
I'm like, what am I missing now? Oh yeah, I spent exactly all of my souls. So it's 171 plus 85, which is 200 plus 84, which would be 28. No, not 200 plus 30. 85 minus 30 is 80. This is 55. 56. So 256. So it is stronger. But do I like its moveset? Also, what is its hold sword at waist and charge at foe? Use strong attack while charging to extend the length of the charge. Okay, so I can't... equip both. Let us go to... what is the area near people? Cathedral of the Deep. We'll step outside. We'll try it out in the nearest enemy. At the Cleansing Chapel. So basically now I think my only path forward is the skeleton. No, sorry. There's also the painting, which I have done no exploration of. Oh, this suicide guy's gone. Or I didn't see him. Sorry, guy. I did not see you. Alright, let's actually try it out. Let's switch from the Ugatana to the Astora Greatsword for a second. Okay, and we still have a good roll. What can we swap out for armor? That's better... Is that really... Why does this have so many much better stats? Oh my. Ah. Okay, the dark leggings is going to be a boost without affecting me too much. What horrible helmet can I pair? What does a minus 30? Crown of... Why? Through the Guardian Elizabeth... Oh, this is from Ulasil, the DLC area of... Was it the DLC area of Dark Souls 1? Yeah. Feathered crown bestowed upon the Princess of Elysia, land of ancient golden sorceries. Through the garden, Elizabeth's blessing. This raises the power and effect of the wearer's magic, but damage suffered by magic attacks rises in tandem. Wow. This is a look. Nope. Too much weight. Oh no. This is horrifying. Oh. I'm doing it for the stats. I swear. Okay, what are we at? We are at 45.5. How's 45? That the Thrallhood. Alright, this is gonna be us from now on. Actually, a more practical example. Let's go to the Farron Keep perimeter, I think is next to a group of guys. And I fought them before using the Uchi, but now we're using the Great Sword, so maybe that'll have a better wide range of attack. Nope, not this one. We want the Keep Ruins, yes. Oh, dear God. I feel like this is the worst looking armor combination I have ever created for Dark Souls, for any Souls game. Okay, still tough to fight 3 guys at the same time. Huh. And I don't like the fact, like, it still doesn't really break their poise that easily. I'll think. Let's switch back to the Uchi for now. And where do we want to go next? Like, in theory, this is next. And then the painted wall after that. If I'm assuming this place needs to be explored left to right. Let's go and see if we can deal with that ice guy at the beginning of the game. We never actually defeated him. Hello? Oh, were you expecting players to come this way? I think not. All right. How's my arrow supply? Okay, I'm still good on arrows. Okay. I'm definitely tough enough to take this guy on now. Excellent. Were you hiding anything else? Yes, this item way over here, which I did not pick up. Soul of an unknown traveler. All right, where am I going to go next? You know, I've got an idea. Because we pushed ourselves to such a degree, what I could probably do is drop down to that hidden ledge in the skeleton facility and see if that goes anywhere interesting. If I lose the souls that I have, that's fine. So let us go to the Abyss Watchers, who no longer watch over the Abyss, or the Deacons of the Deep, who are watching over an empty tomb. Are any of these people doing their jobs? I want to say the answer is no. And that nobody is doing their jobs. And that's why I'm here. Alright, so there's supposed to be a hidden path here. Hello. Very rude. Stabbing me with the knife. No. Oh my. Skeleton ball. I forgot about you. Oh my. You come back? Alas, my days of watching Super Best Friends has failed me. I should have remembered Skeleton Ball. Hold on. Is this now ruined? Also, I think I know what causes them to come back now. I need to find a skeleton with a wizard's hat. Oh. Oh, yeah, excellent. Still good. Still good. Karthus Milk Ring. Slightly boosts dexterity and obscures the wearer while rolling. The sword technique of Karthus allows for fluid movement with a curved sword. Curved swords. Masters of the... Oh, so bonus points if you get the reference. Masters of the technique are said to dazzle their opponents by moving as weightlessly as a grain of sand. Yeah, let's throw that on. I don't know what actual effect that has. Be wary of trap. Good job. I'm gonna put one on the other side. Be wary of. Just in case somebody's coming in from the other direction. Okay. That was a little messy. Just a regular Titanite shard. Oh, it looked like he was going to duck out of the animation. They use curved swords. Curved swords. Nice. How about another? Ah. All right. Oh, hold on. Be wary of hole. Finally, the use of the word hole. Not in relation to butts in a message in this game. Hole. An ember. Ah, skeleton wheel. Ah, there's the bonfire. Does this bonfire mean anything from this direction? Ha ha ha. I'll accept that. So many paths to choose from. Sometimes. Hello, skeleton ball. Okay, I think this path... Ooh, hello. This path behind me might be a dead end. Because that's where the hole would have dropped you. Over by the skeleton wheels. Oh, hello. Skeleton wheel guy is all like, ah, somebody hit me from way over there. Is that his buddy, like, right next to him is like, go do whatever it is you're doing, pal. Huh. See, that looks like an enemy. But it did not respond. Okay, are there any more skeleton wheels? Nope. I got lucky that time. Ah, yeah, there is a guy. I knew the ceiling was undulating. Then you. Oh, the other guy wasn't dead. Yeah, that's fine. We took care of that. This hallway is a lot of busy work, I've got to say. But then again, it's meant to be a trap. It's not meant to be. Oh, hello. Or treasures at the end. Are there any... Is there any more undulating ceilings? Yeah, there's still 2 more. I feel like it wouldn't be, like, it's convenient that they're easy. It's inconvenient that they take so many hits. Nope, yep, directly on top of the treasure. Definitely a trap. A Karthus blood ring. Boosts rolling invincibility at the cost of defense. Huh. Interesting. This looks like a dead end. An ember. Invaded by the Night Slayer Sorig. Ah, it wasn't a dead end. It was in fact a trap. Sir, you've got a lot of moves. Ah. Actually, let's move out of here. And in fact, for shits and giggles, come on. Is this the best way to fight Night Slayer Sorg? Probably not. Ah. I dislike the fact that my one... Oh, thank you. Great. I dislike the fact that my one attack did not interrupt his attack. That has left me slightly annoyed. Okay, skeleton ball, come on back. At the very least, my souls aren't really going to be too far off, but... Alright, let's take this guy on again. Assuming he invades again. He does not. Because I am no longer heated up. Sir, why do I do the backstab animation, yet have no backstab? Answer me that. Oh, hello. No. Suspended bridge is wearing thin. Alright. I'm guessing the bridge is going to fall out on you. And yet, is there an alternate choice? There is. Interesting. Finger ahead? If only I had an ally. Do you get pulled into the goblet? Do you get pulled into the goblet and fight a giant skeleton? In like a dark, shadowy place. I vaguely remember giant skeleton, dark, shadowy place. Oh, hello. also, he... Like, it's not like he's doing much. Hello. I'm just going to attack your hands. Okay, so that's what happens to the skeletons. He just gets rid of them. Ah. I've destroyed one of your beautiful bangles. Ah, skeleton wheel. Ah, son of a... Oh, you should have been dead. There we go. Almost done. Now we just have the last hurdle. Is that it? Soul of the High Lord Wolnir. Oh, pyromancy tome. You know, it's always convenient when you defeat a boss in Dark Souls 3, in a Souls game, should I say, on your first try. Today, 2 bosses in first tries. Good job, me. Although I've played them before. But I didn't remember the Deacons, but I did remember Big Skeleton Guy, because how do you forget Big Skeleton Man? Big Skeleton Man lives in your heart forever. All right. And I think this is... no, we should look at the soul first, and what we can get for it. And the Ember restored once again. Is there anything to pick up in this arena? Like, it looks like a boss... Like, by now, there's been... like, they've made so much Souls content. Like, now it's all about breaking expectation. You walk into this room expecting the boss fight to be in this room. You see all of these pots, expecting them to be an issue. And then it's like, nope, arena's gonna be in Shrouded Place. Alright, let's go back to the Firelink Shrine. We're gonna level up one of our skills.
Welcome, speak. Very well, then take.
Let's see, we're going to do Vigor, Endurance, Vitality, Dexterity. So Vigor, that's a nice boost in health. We can get those souls. We only need 5,000. I don't know how much this gives you, though. 1,000? Okay. And actually then, in that case, I can top myself off.
Welcome, very well, then take.
Get some vitality.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the
Alright, what can I trade this soul I just got for? Oh, speaking of which, I didn't even look at the soul. High Lord Wolnir. Used to, Lord Wolnir of Karthus sentenced countless souls to gruesome deaths, keen to outlive them all.
Ah, so.
Black Serpent Pyromancy. Or his Holy Sword, which requires more faith.
Treat the Firekeeper not with discourtesy. She is much like thee. Prisoners both, kept to link the fire.
Alright. Today we did good. Got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.